Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm going to be playing another grind to 2000 game, trying to up my rapid rating. So before I jump in, I've been doing a bunch of studying, so I'm going to quickly look over these lines before I hop in so that I feel fresh. So let's see, I've been studying the old Benoni, and okay, I have a really in-depth study from earlier today. Let's flip the board. I'm going to go over my moves and make sure I have like the lines in my mind so that if I do see this over the board, I'll know what to play. So this is the first move. Okay, so this is the trap. Okay, normally if he tries to, okay, so I know this line. If he tries to hold on to it, I break. Yep. And then if he plays this move, it's a mistake because I take. Once he takes back, queen move. Yeah, and no matter what he does, he's losing a rook or a minor piece or both. So, okay, I know that line. That's just the trap. Okay, so this is if he doesn't take and just tries to hold on. Okay, I just develop on the other side. Here, right? Oh, fianchetto first. Then he takes this little. Yeah, I probably would have played this move. So it's nice to see that. So if he doesn't take, I just go for a little castle kingside, and then I hit the pawn. After he takes, I have a monster light squared bishop, and this position's fine. Okay, let's see if he defends the other way. I can just open up this way. Okay, let's go back to this line. I move the knight here when the pawn comes this way, but if the pawn comes this way, I push up. It's kind of an interesting distinction between these lines. This is the best move. Of course, never taking. Kick the knight. This is kind of an odd line. I think this is a side line. I probably won't see this tonight. Okay. Okay, there's c3. If he plays d5, this is what's known as a modern Benoni. Yeah, I develop, challenge. Okay, so old Benoni. If he plays d5, as black, I'd play this move. Naturally, this move, this move, this move, takes, and here, the Son of Sorrow. So this would be the d5 line. This is a transposition to the modern Benoni. Okay. This is kind of a weird variation. If he plays this b3 move, I respond to it with a6. And then I'm trading off his dark squared bishop and winning the pawn. So he takes and then I attack it, I play e4, I take back. I develop. The only difference is I'm not playing g6. I develop my knight instead of playing g6 because my bishop took. Okay, if he plays knight c3, I take. This isn't a piece sacrifice because after taking, I have this little tactic and the game goes on. And this is just bad too because I get to develop and I get a lead in development. Still have a lead in development here, but white's position is really passive. Okay, this is an interesting line. If he tries to hold on to it like this, and yeah, if he doesn't play this move, instead he just takes. Oops. Yeah, I just take with the queen and win my pawn back. Okay, well, last variation. Okay, if he pushes, I take and develop normally and get my monster light squared. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna play if I have the black pieces and white plays d4. Okay, if I get white, let's pick a version of the King's Gambit. I've been studying really in depth. Let's play the Bishop's Gambit, and I bet we get the Cosio defense. Okay, so I'll play the bishops. No, I bet they'll play Queen h4 check. That's what I bet they'll play. I'll look at both. Check. Okay, king f8. Natural. Claim the center. I have to trade bishops. Hit the queen. Develop. Make the king move. Threaten mate. Win a pawn. Okay, this looks really good. So basically I need to remember after the queen checks me, king f8, claim the center, trade. Let me turn on the engine real quick. What if he plays this move? Even still. Okay. And then what if he plays like this? Okay, just claim my center, and it's even. Okay, let's look at the Cosio defense. Oh yeah, if he plays this move, I need to backstep the center push. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Delete this move. Backstep, take, and claim the center. Okay. I think I'm ready. Now I don't think that's so I just spent 6 minutes like doing some opening prep, and I might not get either of those positions, but at least I'll feel locked in for the theory, right? It's fresh on my mind. I still might not even remember it, but I think if you do this with your especially if you do studies and you look up lines and you watch YouTube videos like me, I recommend hanging pawns. Knowing your theory is really going to help in the long run. So, I just looked up the King's Gambit. I'm not going to get it, so I'm going to play a Grand Prix. Also known as a closed Sicilian. Oops. Wow. I didn't look at my Grand Prix line. This bishop move right here is what I'm supposed to play. Shoot. Yeah, I just doomed myself with this piece. Not much to do about it now. I'll develop like this, and I'll sit. Okay. Could be trying to play a hedgehog, maybe? Doesn't look like he's going to play the dragon. And he didn't play the Najdorf. I think that's the Najdorf. I don't know what this one's called. Okay, I think developing's the main move here. No checks. He'll probably pin me. Which if he does, I'll play my light squared bishop, because my light squared bishop's a pretty bad piece. Okay, so long-term plans: light squared bishop here, castle, queen e1, h3, g4, queen g3, queen g3, f5, g5, g6. All the pieces are flowing over, and we should have a massive kingside attack. Okay, so the plan here: castle, h3, g4, and then queen g3. All looks really good for me. This is the idea. Okay, we castle. So this is the theory I remember. The only thing I messed up is this piece is supposed to be right here, and I should have captured this knight with it, because it's not going to be really effective over here. Yeah, he's going to castle right into my plan. Okay, queen e1, and then we'll start my plan. I should have a massive, massive attack, because I have a lot of kingside space with this e4, f4 early. Like, I claimed the center early. Excuse me, bad arrows. So I claimed the center early with these pawns, and it's restricted Black's expansion because he's played really passive. He hasn't tried to open it up. Because normally what you want to do in the Sicilian is you want to trade your flank pawn for White's D pawn. So the Grand Prix, at least from the videos and the theory that I've studied, says, okay, screw your flank pawn. I'm just going to play on the king side, and I'm going to mount this massive attack and shoot it towards your king. Now, the weakness of that is you have this weakness right here. Okay, we might have the light square bishop trapped. Here, 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 here. Here, here, here. Takes, bang. I'm opening lines up and I'm winning a piece. Okay, oh, playing Pinhead Larry. What a great name. What a great name. Okay. So let's think this out. My first instinct is to play h3. That's one candidate move. Any other candidate moves? Let's say e3 is also a candidate move, although just because of this queen move, well, if I move the dark square bishop, the queen comes flying in, and like, sure, I'm guarding this diagonal from my king, but it's not really accessible. My only concern is if the queen comes here, and then he gets this break with a check. So I want to guard the king. Okay, two candidate moves. This and this. Let's do some calculating. Okay, so let's calculate the worst move first, right? Okay, bishop e3, queen b6, pawn b6, pawn b3, knight d4, knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, knight moves back. I think that's okay for me. It doesn't look too bad. Okay, let's do it again. e3, b6, b3, d4, takes, remaneuver, takes. I can't remaneuver, so this doesn't work because the knight and the pawn are both on my minor pieces. So e3 doesn't look very good. Okay, let's calculate h3. h3, bishop back. If I just chase him right away, he gets out. So let's try e3, h5, f5, pawn takes. What does he do? How does he keep the bishop? He takes the knight. Okay, this looks better. Maybe pushing's not the right call. Maybe I'm okay dooming his bishop back here, staring into this line of pawns. I kind of think I'm actually alright with that. I get my kingside expansion, and I doom his bishop. I would take. Yeah. Okay, with the rook. You'd think this piece, right? But I just don't think this. What's this piece going to do? I think I take with the rook. And then when I play my expansion, queen over, then I can slide the other rook behind. Okay, play king h1 and get the other rook behind. Yeah. Okay, g4, queen g3, Oh, bishop to e3. Rook g1. Oh, king h1, rook g1. Okay, I think the flow is really nice here. Do I play h1? Do I play h2? Probably h2 actually, so I defend my pawn. Play h1. I'm just thinking of some lines where I get in here and this pawn needs defended. Okay, so I watched the video. It says in calculating, when it's your opponent's move, you should just kind of be like thinking about random thoughts and kind of generally assessing the situation, identifying like, okay, is there a threat there? No. Is this a good move? I think I'm okay with locking up the position, right? Because then I get a square for my knight. If I can ever remove this knight. Takes. Some ideas there. I really like this knight maneuver over. I really think he's going to castle into me. If he tries to go long, I'm just punching through anyways. I'm going to try and queen. All my pieces are this way, so. Okay, this is a big decision now. Okay. First, if I don't react, he displaces my knight, and my knight can't drop back. He'd have to come back like this. I actually kind of like that maneuver from the knight. What happens if I do nothing? Takes. Okay. Let's think about this actually. I could step forward. He's going to go back, and he's going to prepare this move. I actually really like this knight maneuver though. Excuse me. Fighting for that square. Okay, I think here's the plan. I'm going to step forward. I'm not going to take it, right? Because I want to keep it closed. If he steps forward, I'm going to move the knight back. Also, if he steps forward here, it protects my king. I'm never getting checked along this diagonal. Oh, good move. I kind of want him to take this piece though. Uh-oh. I think I've made a mistake. I think I'm sacking the exchange. Okay, I didn't see the threat. Takes, queen. Hold on. Takes. Okay, this might be a blunder actually. I have to calculate this line. Takes. He's got to move. Here. And this looks crushing, right? He'll take there. Takes. With check, and I'd take back. That still looks good. I think this is my best shot. He can't just go after the queen, because I'll queen with check. Yeah, okay. Okay, that was inaccurate. Yeah, I'm up the exchange. Well, I'm not up the exchange, but I got 2 minor pieces for a rook. So I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with how that went. Okay, I think I should stick to my plan and play g5 and get my queen over here. Well, actually, I'm x-raying the king. This is pinned. So I think I have a tactic here. I mean, it can't be taken because the knight defends it. The pawn can't take because the queen's pinned the king. So, geez, I couldn't see that deep calculating. I just knew leaving the knight hanging it wasn't going to work, because if you attack the queen, I would queen in the corner, and white just runs out of moves. Excuse me, the black knight runs it is late. By taking the rook, I mean I get the 2 minor pieces for the rook and the pawn, but I also get this pawn too because it's hanging. I mean, not moving this bishop has been just like my savior all game. Okay, first move idea was this, but then just takes. So probably a king move, right? Because I need the open file. Or I could move back. What happens if I move? No, I kind of like that knight where it is. Let's just move. I can't see a downside to moving. Okay, now the knight's got to retreat. Let's sit home and target a pawn. Queen b6 looks natural. Queen d6 looks natural. I might just play queen g3. I might not even play g4. I just don't really see the advantage of playing g4. Right now that pawn's kind of shielding me. And I have really strong bishops. Okay, so he defends this pawn. Okay, candidate move, g3. The ideas of this. Don't need mate. Looks really good. So g3 is a candidate move. Is e2 a move? Bishop goes back there. e2 is a move. But then what's the plan? Okay, e2 is a move. Okay, I like those moves. Let's calculate. g3. Yeah, queen moves there. Yeah, I just don't. My tactic doesn't work if the queen goes there. So we'll have to assume he'll play the best moves. Okay, knight e2. Bishop f6. Knight g3. I mean, I don't see an advantage to knight f3. But what I do see an advantage of okay, one more idea. c3. c3, if the bishop retreats, I win a pawn. There we go. I think we found the move. Okay, let's go over it again. c3, bishop takes, queen takes. We're happy. c3, f6, takes with a tempi. So he goes there. I can't see a downside to it. If takes, then takes. Excuse me. If takes, then takes. If takes, then takes. And I'm on this twice. It can't be defended. Okay, if here, then here, here, here. If here, then here, then here, then here, then here. Okay, I think we're fine. So this is a good move because it challenged. It's a forcing move, right? Black is forced to take or give up material, right? It's also a very tricky line, right? So like my ideas of going here and like pushing and then winning this pawn and going for checkmate are like nice. But if black plays a good move, like queen f6, it's like, okay, what are you doing, right? Like there is no this because queen takes, right? So in one move, he can completely stop that idea. So even though it's like a good idea and it's nice, it's ideal, like with good play, black can prevent that. So that can't be my main goal, right? This move was a good idea as well, trying to trade off, but it's not forcing. After black retreats, let's say, right? Because the bishop would still be here. After black retreats, it's like, okay, what is my knight accomplishing? It can go to g3, but that's kind of where my queen keeps looking to go to like pin the pawns, right? Pin the pawn to the king. So it's like unclear, and I don't have jumps here, right? Like this jump looks more pleasing than, I mean, rotating around like this to do what I could already do, you know. And there's nothing. I mean, maybe a jump here and a queen move here, but that seems really slow. Okay, my plan was to take, and then after takes, jump to the center, right? Takes, queen takes. This expansion move's pretty good. I can't. I don't want to waste too much time here, but I think I have to take. I want to take. It's just like taking doesn't give me an advantage. What if I play queen here? He plays here. Yeah, I can't. So I got to take now because of this move. It's still coming. So now I need to defend my... Wait a second, I can hit the queen now. I can hit the queen. Actually, I can hit the queen in a lot of ways. I can try and force a queen trade right now. Where does the queen go? Oh, okay. I wish I had more time. Okay, knight here. Pawn takes. That's bad. Queen here. Takes, takes. Yeah. This is the move. If here, then takes. Do I take with the knight? He could go here. It's kind of scary. Okay, I don't mind the queen trade at all. This pawn's hanging. Let's hold on to my pawn. I'm anticipating this. Pushing was no good. I mean, it's like debatable. So like if he pushes, I'm just going to jump to the center. Yeah, dropping that pawn would have been bad. At least for free, right? We can't drop the pawn for free. Getting the rook on the open file would be nice. It's 4 versus 3. And it's knight and bishop versus a rook. No, it's knight, bishop, pawn versus a rook. And it's this pawn that I have that's extra. Pretty tight game. I think white has an advantage here, but it's slight. If 5 minutes is still a long time. I've played like entire games in 5 minutes. I think bringing the queens off the board though was advantageous for me because there's not very many open files and my knight's going to be really strong, I think. Okay, I just take. Takes here, 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 here. Yeah, I think he thinks he's getting play with this. What? Oh, this pawn's hanging. Okay, we need to push. We can't lose this pawn. If takes, I'll take this way. Wait, or do I take this way? If I take with the c pawn, I remove a I gain a tempi because I don't have to move the knight in order to advance the pawn. But by taking with the c pawn, my a pawn, and I'm also stopping his pawn from becoming a passed pawn. Excuse me, it's having. Okay, it's not a passed pawn because I'll always have a pawn here to take it, but he'll have a pawn that can kind of blockade, whereas the c pawn would just push for free, right? So if I take this way, move the knight, not there, move the knight, then I get to put, and then I can put my rook behind and I can push my c pawn for free. So I'm creating a pass pawn if I take with the a pawn. I'm also creating an attack, right? Okay, so my goal right here was just to go like this. But it doesn't work now because he can play this move. Okay, we have to defend. Need to play this move, and then I can play this move. I think I'm going to take with the a pawn. I imagine he'll double up. That's probably what I would do here. Although I think this is a good move. f5 is probably the computer move, just to restrict my light squared bishop. Because it's really not a great piece. Nice. Okay, my idea was to take. Then he goes here. I think we can't allow that. Taking's no good because then he can go here and he's going to crush down on me. There's no checks in the position. The only open file is guarded heavily by my minor pieces. Although black's doing a nice job restricting their movements. Okay, can't take here because it's not a blunder. The knight covers it. This pawn, eh? I think I should take. Man, but this move looks good. Ooh. That's what I would have played. Okay, this move seems good. Defending my knight. Defended by the bishop. Yeah, splitting those pawns was bad, probably, objectively. Okay, my next move is probably check and picking up the pawn. I think a king move here is the best. King f7 is what I would play. I don't think you can lose that pawn. Wait, he has a tactic though. Check here, takes. Oh, he just lost his tactic. Because he could have taken and then they're both. Oh no, I can defend it. He might have a tactic. Okay, now I'm hitting this pawn. I'm just waiting for a slip up, you know. My minor pieces cover a lot of different squares. Okay, bang, that would be great. Okay, displace the rook. We have a check. And a nice outpost for the knight. And I think the goal is to push. Let the knight dance around. Dropping this pawn was bad. I played too quickly. These long games, they grind, especially when they're so tight. Like, I'm tired. I've been recording for 40 minutes now. Like, this is going to be a really long video. No tactics. I think pushing here is the right move. I mean, what do you do about this? I mean, everything's defended. My knight's in a great spot. Yeah, the c-pawn looks like the hero. I mean, I think black should probably play for like some checks. Maybe. If I were black, I'd try and play like this. But there's just never a check there because of the bishop. I mean, yeah, game over. Good move. forced. I might not be winning anymore. King and rook can probably stop me from queening. But I'm queening on a square. Here, here. Oh, he can't get there. He's gonna have to play here. But if I play here, yeah, okay. Let's play like this. So my goal is to cut off the... I'll actually probably do it with the bishop, actually. And I'll try and march my king up. March my king up. Also defending this way. Yeah, if I do it with the bishop, I'm still restricting king movement to dark squares. Yeah, he can't get to me. Play this move, and he's walled off. Yeah, the king doesn't have a direct path to my pawn. I think black's try was better than mine. I would have just checked the king and lost. His idea of trading off my rook was good. The knight has too much freedom though. What am I doing? I should think. I should really think. I have 5 minutes left. I've just kind of blitzed these moves. You can tell I'm tired. Yeah, and the king just can't get to the squares it needs to stop the promotion. Oh, I think I have him. Takes, here, here. I can play it slow. Probably his best attempt to draw the game. Okay. Let's see here. Do we just be patient? Which way? Up or down? I have 5 minutes. Let's take our time. If I go up, check. I can't go up anymore, so I should go down. Check. I go back down. He comes across. Up. Check. Down. Takes. Game over. I just think moving down's the wrong call. Oh. Really a fun game, a really good game. If you can even remember, we started the Grand Prix 45 minutes ago. Anyways, going back to the very beginning of the video, coming full circle, I think if you really want to improve, I put a lot of stock in openings, which is maybe not the correct, I mean, it's not the greatest thing. Some people do a lot more in tactics, but I feel like tactics flow natural to me. And so I put a lot of stock in openings, and yeah, when I do so, things work out well. I never lose the game in the first 10 moves. If anything, I gain an advantage. Okay, first position push, takes. How to prevent promotion, captures, takes. I'm looking at a knight and 3 pawns versus 2 pawns. And is that winning? It has to be, doesn't it? Or can he somehow hold this? Okay, push. He has to take. Takes. He has to. Oh, wait. Yeah, he has to play here. Takes. Takes. Okay, reset. All these pieces are gone. The king's here. The knight's here. 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 Maybe I don't. Maybe I wrap up here. Okay, knight here, king here, king here. Here, 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 here. It doesn't look good. King knight here, king here, 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 here. Probably my best bet, right? Check here, yeah. All that planned. Yeah, he didn't have time to calculate to here. I calculated all the way to here. This might be a draw. Check. Check. Maybe I just didn't have anything better. I couldn't see the way through. His goal is just to trade. King's misplaced. Somehow I could sack the knight for this. It might be good. Yeah, I wish I could go here and here. This is his next move. Okay, so I gotta get check here. Check here. It's still a draw. Check here, here. Here, takes, takes. I run him down. I think this is a draw. Trying to see a situation. Oh, if he plays here, I'll play here. Okay, maybe I'm losing actually if I do that. I might actually be losing. Okay, if I take and take, it's a draw. If I push, 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 here, here, takes, there, and wins. Okay, I think we start with the check. Takes, takes, push. Oh, I think I've got it. Okay. Takes, push. Oh, he can push. Now I come here. He goes here. Wait, I think I've got him. Takes. Here. His move. He can't go here, he can't go here. Okay. Oh, wait. If takes. Yeah, he's got to take this pawn or I win the game. Oh, I think he just lost. I think I just won the game. No, it's a draw. He can get in the corner. It's still a draw. It's still a draw. Darn it. Good game. I'm pretty sure it's a draw. I mean, he could mess it up, but I'm pretty sure this is a draw. We'll see if I can scare him. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is a draw. To the better end, my friend. To the bitter end. You held the end well. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thought you played fine. I did have an advantage, but it was really hard to break through. I couldn't figure out how to queen this pawn. By dropping the B pawn, I think I lost my best chance of winning. You know what I mean? Good game, my friend. Good game. Let's look at the analysis board. Let's see if we could have held it. Yeah, right here I blundered. Yeah, I even knew it. Okay, wait. Okay, I was like, what? Why did I blunder this? Oh, I can't let him expand. How does this make a difference? Oh, because it splits the pawns? Shoot, I had a winning end game. Yeah. That's really, really hard to hold. Yeah, it doesn't matter as long as you get to the corner. So sad. I mean, the king can move and I can capture him, but that's the rules of chess. Okay, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. It was a really long game, but I hope you enjoyed it. We'll catch you in the next one.